Hello everybody, very good evening to all of you. Hope you all are doing really well. Please confirm me on the chat box if I am audible and visible clearly. Please confirm me on the chat box if I am audible and visible clearly. Yes. Please confirm me on the chat box if I am audible and visible clearly. I can see your chats. Hello everybody, very good evening to all of you. Hope you all are doing really well. Yes, I am audible and visible clearly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very good evening everybody, hope you all are doing really well. This video is specifically created for my AA as well as AAA students because as the March 2026 exam season is upcoming, there are only 20 days left effectively for you to prepare. And I have been receiving a lot of queries about how do we prepare, what we should cover, what questions we should solve, how we should solve the questions, how we should revise a lot of these questions. So I am creating this video specifically for my AA as well as AAA students. My dear friends, I am going to divide this video into two parts. One is for AA and another one is for AAA. And what we are going to cover in this video is the extensive detail about how you should prepare for AA as well as AAA March 2026 attempt. My dear friends, you should watch this video till the very end, and that is why I am coming live for this video. Whatever queries you have, be it you join at any moment, whatever queries you have, we are not going to close this live session without solving all your queries. So please stay tuned till the end, and what we are going to cover here is the ultimate preparation that you should have for your AA as well as AAA examination for March 2026 attempt. My dear friends, first of all, let's discuss about AA. When we talk about AA as a paper, there are 31 chapters to be exact as per the ACCA study up, right? There are 31 chapters that you need to cover. But my dear friends, let's be honest. Do you think all of those chapters hold the same value? I'm talking from the exam point of view. All of those chapters hold the same value? No. There are certain chapters which could be called as more important than the other. For example, the planning chapter, the materiality chapter, the chapter on completion and reporting, the chapter on audit reports, the chapter which are related to audit procedures. These chapters are a little more important than the other chapters, right? So we need to plan our strategy in such a way that in this last 20 days, what we should do is we should focus more. I'm not saying that you should leave any chapter, but you should focus more on those chapters which have more marks in the examination or which are generally having more marks in the examination. Similarly, if I talk about AAA, then there are separate set of chapters which we are going to discuss after some time in the same video, right? Now, my dear friends, let's discuss about one thing here, that what you need to cover for AA examination. So ideally, by now you should have completed or you must have completed all of the relevant chapters from your AA syllabus. I'm not saying that your 100% syllabus must be completed, but at least you might have covered say 70 to 80% of the syllabus. That is my assumption. Even if you have not done it, please feel free to connect with me. I would be happy to help you on how you should prepare for the upcoming days. But let's just assume that you might have covered at least 70 to 80% of the syllabus by now, along with question solving. I'm not saying that you have prepared 100%, but you must have watched the lectures, you must have understood the concepts, you might have read the ACCA study up or the relevant materials that you have, right? That should have been your status by now. My dear friends, if that is your status, then you are at a very good status, because now with 20 days remaining, approximately 20 days remaining for your examination, what you should ideally do is you should complete all the revisions, you should complete the question solving. I'm not talking about the question solving which you need to do as a practice. You should ideally appear for the mock test as well under timed conditions also. For AA specifically, you should practice a lot of MCQs, because MCQs decides, I personally believe that MCQs decide whether you pass or fail in the examination. Why? Because these are 30 marks of MCQs. These 30 marks of MCQs helps you decide that if you scored say 25 above in these MCQs or 20 above in these MCQs, then you have already covered major portion of the passing percentage. So that is why your ideal focus should be on increasing your marks in the MCQs. And then for the descriptive part of 70 marks, what you should do is you should practice more and more questions specifically from those chapters which are little more important than the others, like the planning stage, materiality stage, then completion, review, reporting, then internal controls, and then audit procedures. These are certain chapters which are little more important than the other chapters, right? Now, What we should do is, I'm reading your chats as well. Okay, now what we should do is, we should ideally plan that we should be completing our revision lectures. Okay, we should be solving questions, we should be appearing for mock test, we should have some summary notes available with us. It could be provided by your relevant faculty if you have taken the coaching classes, or even if not, then you should have created, or you might have created your own summary notes, that could be there, or you can refer to my summary notes also. That is perfectly fine. You can reach out to me, I would be helping you with the summary notes. That is not an issue, right? Now, after these three things, what you should ideally appear for is, or what you should ideally do is, you should try to revise your syllabus at least twice. I'm talking about the concepts here. Okay, ideally you should revise your concepts 2 to 3 times before going for the examination, at least the important chapters. Okay, and then what you should do is, you should appear for more and more questions, and then you should divide your question practice into 2 parts. One is for MCQs and another one is for the descriptive part. When I talk about the MCQs, what is more important here is that you should appear for more and more MCQs. You should flag those MCQs which you might have attempted incorrectly in the first time, and then you should revise these MCQs which you have attempted incorrectly, so that you do not attempt it incorrectly in the examination. But when it comes to the descriptive portion, you should not go for more and more questions. What you should do is, you should ideally go for the questions which have a combined basis. That is what is asked in the examination. So say, if there's one question on the audit procedure, but there's another question which includes audit materiality along with audit procedure. So you should solve this question, because here you will get your concepts clear of audit materiality as well as of the audit procedures. So that is what is very, very important for you to understand over here. Okay, now I'll tell you something really, really amazing for you. Okay, today is 7th February. When I'm attending this live session, when I'm conducting this live session, today is 7th of February 2026. Now I am announcing something that is going to help you a lot. See, starting tomorrow, which is 8th of February, up to 28th of February, that is for next 20 days, I am going to come live every day on this YouTube channel from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. This 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. slot is now reserved for all of you. Okay, specifically for my AA and AAA students. And what I'm going to do is, starting tomorrow, one day for AA, one day for AAA, then again AA, then again AAA, alternate days, every alternate days I'm going to conduct sessions for all of you. What we are going to cover? We are going to cover the revision sessions. We are going to cover the practice sessions, question practice sessions, including both MCQ questions as well as descriptive type questions. We are also going to cover certain important questions where you will be writing the answer, you will be sending it to me, and I would be checking it and letting you know what areas you should improve on. And it is going to cover everything up to 28th of February. That is for next 20 days. Every alternate day there is going to be a session on AA as well as AAA. Why alternate days, sir? You should have completed, say, AA by 15th, and then you could have started with AAA. But my dear friends, let me tell you one thing. When I will be covering so much of content in these 2 hours that you would be able to revise it in 1 day gap. And then once you come in the next session, you should be able to revise everything. You should have covered the questions of that relevant chapter, and you should be able to ask all your doubts and queries as well. That is why it has been perfectly planned for last 20 days. So just in case if your status is not that of 70 marks or 70% of the syllabus, you don't need to worry, because CA Supreet Agrawal is here to help you now. My dear friends, what you should do is, you should first of all, if you like this video, you should first of all like this video, share this video with all of your AA, AAA and ACCA students that are in your connection. Share it to all the groups that you are part of. And what you should do is, you should join one Telegram channel, which is ACCA with CA Supreet Agrawal. I have mentioned all the links in the description box. Once you go to the description, you will find one link under which there will be all links present. What you should do, you should join that Telegram channel, because now that would be a single point of contact for next 20 days. What we are going to cover, how your queries would be answered, the test papers, everything would be communicated through that Telegram channel, which is ACCA with CA Supreet Agrawal. And subscribe this channel right now, because I'm going to ensure that you cover everything before you go for your examination. I hope that is clear. Any questions? Please feel free to let me know. I can read your chats now. Yes. Okay. Any questions? One question that I received, not here, but one question that I received from one of my students when I discussed about this idea is, they said, sir, why are you doing this? So I'll tell you, I anyways used to do it from multiple attempts, but in the unstructured manner. That is, I used to solve the queries of everybody, be it they are part of my course or not. I used to solve their queries, I used to provide them notes, I used to help them with answer evaluation. But this time I have structured it in a little better manner. That is, we are going to use the Telegram channel for communication. We are going to conduct everything on the YouTube live. So it does not matter whether you have enrolled for my course or not, whether you have taken my course or not. It does not matter now. Yes. Tell me, any questions? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So with this, we have covered the discussion about AA. Okay. Now let's go for AAA. Okay. I hope all the questions are answered for AA. Any questions for AA? No? No? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Now let's start our discussion for AAA March 2026. My dear friends, when I talk about AAA, there are approximately 19 to 20 chapters, right? If we follow the ACCA study hub. Now, out of these 19 to 20 chapters, not all chapters are very, very important. If you talk about some of the important chapters, then ethics might be little important, money laundering might be little important, planning, materiality and risk is little important as in little more important than the others, completion and review is important, and reporting is very, very important, right? And out of all the last 4 to 5 chapters, there are sometimes questions asked on due diligence or prospective financial information. That chapters are a little more important, right? So what we should understand here is that, yes, my dear friends, we are going to discuss about AAA revision strategy and notes as well right now, okay? So I'll answer this query just in next 10 minutes. Now, when I talk about these AAA chapters, I hope you have completed most of your syllabus, at least 60 to 70% of your syllabus by now. I hope you have completed it. Just in case if you have not completed it, don't worry about it. We are going to discuss about this strategy just in this video only. Please wait for next 10 minutes, okay? But let's talk about those students first who have completed approximately 70 to 80% of the syllabus. They have read the notes, they have appeared for certain tests also, and they are in a good position to appear for AAA paper. My dear friends, what you should do is you should target at least 2 to 3 revisions of all the concepts. You can use the summary notes that are given in the ACC study hub. You can use the summary notes that are given by your relevant faculties. You can use the summary notes that are created by your own handwriting, or you can refer to my summary notes also. Don't worry about it. You can check the samples in this YouTube channel. Don't worry about it, okay? Now, my dear friends, what is more important to understand here is, once you complete these 2 to 3 revisions, you should couple it with more and more questions also. Because in case of AAA, you will see 3 questions. One question, the first question, is generally asked from the planning stage, and there are multiple other questions that are included into this, right? So when I talk about this 50 marks question, what you should ideally target is that first thing that you should cover is the planning stage. Once you complete this planning stage, then approximately 20 to 30 marks of question would be asked from that in the first part. Generally it is asked from that, right? So once you complete this chapter, planning, materiality and risk, which is chapter number 7, you might be completing or you might be preparing for at least 20 to 30 marks of your paper, okay? Because there are no MCQs, so you should look for preparation in the manner that you are able to write it along with all the keywords, along with the practice also. So what you should do, you should first of all complete this planning chapter, planning, materiality and risk, and assuming that you have already completed it, and you should solve all the questions. And if you check any of the question bank, you will find that most of the questions or the maximum number of questions in any chapter is given in this chapter only. So you should solve all the questions, ACC study up questions, reference material questions, whatever you want to solve, you can solve from this chapter, okay? Now, let's talk about the second stage. After you complete this in next 1 to 2 days, what you should do is you should go for the solution of completion, review, reporting and money laundering. These chapters also help you frame your answers, which are very, very marks worthy. That is, you need knowledge, that is true, but you also need to prepare for the examination. You also need to get the marks. So for that, these chapters are going to really, really help you. Then you should target this, and then finally you should go for the last chapters, and after that the less important chapters, okay? My dear friends, My dear friends, practice part is where lacking for AAA. Okay, let's answer this right now. Okay, now after this, what you should do is, like, there's a chat also about the practice part. How you should practice is, first of all, please feel free to draft your answers, send it to me. I would be happy to help you via voice notes. You can send all of your files to me. I would be happy to evaluate it and get back to you. For every student, I would be checking at least one answer. Okay, depending, if I receive a lot of answers, I might go for one answer per student, but if there are lesser answers, I might go for more answers also. So what you should do is, I will be doing it for first 100 students. What you can do is, you can share your answers with me. I would be happy to read it and let you know the improvements part. Where you should connect with me, you can connect with me on Telegram channel. My Telegram channel is ACCA with CA Supreet Agrawal. Now let's come to the biggest surprise that I'm going to have for you, and let me announce it right now, that even if you have not studied 60 to 70% or 80% of the syllabus by now, please listen to me till the very end. You will get the confidence, you will realize how you can prepare for March 2026 paper for AAA. My dear friends, starting today, okay, today is 7th February. Tomorrow is 8th February. That is, for next 20 days after this video, for next 20 days, I am going to come live every day on my YouTube channel, which is this YouTube channel, ACCA with CA Supreet Agrawal, and I am going to cover AA as well as AAA, 10 lectures each. That is, every alternate day, there would be a lecture on AA, there would be a lecture on AAA. That is how we are going to cover at least 10 chapters or 10 sessions for AA as well as AAA. And we are going to cover every single chapter. We are going to solve a lot of questions which are going to be important for your examinations also, and we are going to take up your queries in the similar way like we are taking it right now. You can write on the chat box, and I would be happy to answer it also after the session. Also, my dear friends, what we are going to do is, what I am going to offer you here is, you can draft your answers and send it to me. I would be happy to evaluate it and get back to you. And this is open for everybody, be it they are my student or they are not. Don't worry about it. You can share it with your friends. So if you like this idea, just comment down that you like this idea, and I should be able to arrange it, and I would be arranging it for all of you. What you should ideally do now, like this video, share it with all of your ACCA, AA, AAA and any other student of ACCA, so that they get to know about this idea. And you should share it with all of your groups also which you are part of. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as the Telegram channel, because I'm going to use the Telegram channel for the purpose of sharing of notes, sharing of question banks, as well as for the communication of when the sessions are going to be started and how we are going to take it up. Everyday communication is going to happen through YouTube channel as well as Telegram channel. So the link is given in the description box. Go and subscribe it right now. And my dear friends, don't worry about anything, because now I am prepared. Okay, now I am prepared. You can see the freshness on my face, and I am prepared to help you excel in AA as well as AAA March 2026 attempt. My dear friends, if you like this idea, comment what you feel about this idea and what are your queries, and I would be happy to help you pass your AA as well as AAA exams. Thank you so much. See you. Now, if you have any queries, I would be happy to answer it in the chat box. Yes. Any queries, please feel free to let me know. Any queries. If you have any queries, I am happy to answer it on the chat box. Yes. Although I have answered a lot of queries, just in case if anything is pending, do let me know. Practice part. Practice part is something that we are going to cover via live sessions, as well as I will be arranging certain questions for you where you can draft the answer and you can share that answer with me in the PDF format. I would be evaluating it, and I would be letting you know where your improvement might happen. Yes, eagerly waiting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Yes, please tell me. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Yes. Any questions, please feel free to let me know. I would be happy to answer. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Eagerly waiting to see you all in the live session tomorrow. Tomorrow's session is going to be on AA, and that's how we are going to progress. Subscribe to the Telegram channel. We are going to share the schedule, the notes, everything on my Telegram channel. Okay. Thank you so much. All the very best.